You've just landed in the music landing zone. Today, I'm talking about T-Wave by Masayoshi Takanaka. This review will be going over this legendary album by a legendary Japanese songwriter, composer, multi-instrumentalist, guitarist, Masayoshi Takanaka. So if you could please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm trying to reach the Takanaka community. I'm trying to reach the music fans out there. Thank you so much. Let's dive right into this album. So if you've been following along with my series, you might kind of know what you're in for with this album, but this is another album by Takanaka. So what does that mean? What does it sound like? Well, it's got beautiful, beautiful playing, jazz fusion kind of, sunny, shining, brilliantly joyful music here. And this album in particular, versus some of his previous ones prior to this release of T-Wave, is more of an upbeat, exciting album. There's only one real slower track on here, which we'll get to. It's a great vibe. It's a great album to put on for a walk, for a sitting out at the beach. It's great stuff. Highly recommend this album, first off. Highly recommend it. So, like a lot of these things, I got into Takanaka in the summer of 2023, and this is definitely one of the albums I would reach for in the early days of my fandom. This the album cover was one of the ones that caught my eye more. You put it on, and I remember immediately first listen being enamored by tracks like My Secret Beach and the fantastic Palm Street. Just great stuff here. Yeah, I'm going to do a little track by track review here. If you can keep with me. We start in with Early Bird. It comes in with this alarm clock noise. What's up with that? It's great. It just crashes into this album's sound, greets you right away with the energy, with the vibe. Yeah, just energetic, fun atmosphere on this track. It's got a great brass section going in here, it's fantastic. I love the keyboard / piano kind of stuff going on the first track as well. And as always, fantastic lead guitar playing by Masayoshi Takanaka. We have track 2, Wild Momo. Just a great riff on this track. It's got fantastic energy. You've got these rising sort of synths as a kind of a background element that just really take you places. It's a vibe. It's an energetic vibe. You're cruising, maybe. You're going through the beachside village. I don't know what's going on, but it's fantastic. It's amazing. Track 3, Mambo number 6. Finally, we get the sequel to all the Mambo number 5s out there. Love that. But, okay, so Mambo number 6. It might technically be my least favorite Mambo track from Takanaka so far, but that's not saying much. I still really like this track. I love the bass and brass sections going on here. The vocal oohs and ahs that just accent the beat. It's fantastic. The lead playing is great as always from our boy, our legend, Masayoshi Takanaka. Yeah, what can you say about Mambo number 6? Again, might technically be on a lower level than Disco Dango or Mambo Magic or tracks like that, but not by much. This still fits right into tracks like that. We have track number 4, Crystal Memories. Man, this is good. Absolutely one of, if not my favorite, slower Takanaka track so far. It's got gorgeous, amazing, gorgeous lead guitar playing from Takanaka. And it's got these delicate, nostalgic kind of bell chimes going on that just, this song. This is such a vibe. This is like, go listen to Crystal Memories, go listen to the whole album, but listen to Crystal Memories, put it on a walk or just gazing out at the sunset, something like that. Crystal Memories, cannot recommend enough. Maybe, like I said before, my favorite slower Takanaka track as of this part of the list. Me going through all of his albums. The next track, My Secret Beach. Here we have a gorgeous, gorgeous Takanaka song with a great vocal line, great vocal delivery. It's very catchy. It's a more poppy kind of song, the poppier kind of side of Takanaka, which I often end up really liking. It's great stuff. It's been one of my favorite Takanaka tracks from this era as a whole for a long, long time. My Secret Beach, fantastic stuff. Great playing everywhere. What can you say about it? Sordo Shiriso, I probably butchered that, but stay with me. It flows really well from My Secret Beach. The track flow here is astounding. There's some great little bass fills and moments in the instrumentation on this track, and I just love the sax solo that comes in. I think it's like a little bit over halfway through this track. There's this gorgeous, gorgeous sax that's just fantastic. I've got no real issues with this track, but it's a good time, but it might technically be on the lower end of the album. But that's because we're dealing with just an absolutely fantastic album. The next track on the listing is Palm Street. I don't think it's a shock for me to point out that this is absolutely fantastic. Palm Street is brilliant. It's so good. So it's one of my favorites on the album. It's one of my favorites in his discography. You know how it goes. The keyboard intro on Palm Street is so iconic. It's so great. Just fantastic playing all around. Really memorable lead lines that are just crushing you with this amazing playing. Really, this is one of those perfect Takanaka tracks. You get these little breakdowns in the track, kind of like, it's just, oh man, it's just great. It's infectious. You want to listen to Palm Street over and over again. Oh man. Le Premier Mars, the closing track. I immediately need to talk about that bass playing. Oh, it's got this vibrato to it, especially at the end of the line each time. It just sinks its teeth into my ear. It's amazing. The keyboard soloing sounds a little reminiscent of like a steel pan instrumentation almost, but the keyboard soloing here is just fantastic. Great lead playing again. Great everything. Another favorite on the album. So really, with this album, this is technically the first 1980s Takanaka album, but other than you have a little bit of a synth, like I said, on Wild Momo, but really other than that, this sounds exactly, fits into the 1970s classic era, and I think that era of his lasts until Sadad, or however it's pronounced, Sade, somebody please tell me how to pronounce that before I get to that album, because that'll be awkward. Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't really sound, super 80s production or anything, which makes sense. Since this was the very early 80s, I wouldn't be surprised if this was recorded in 79. So yeah, this album, buy it, stream it, you know what to do. Fantastic stuff. Truly great. One of the greats. I think this album is underrated by fans. I've seen a couple people put this right up on the top echelon, but not nearly enough. Because if you've watched my previous reviews, because let me just put it here, I'm actually going through every single Takanaka solo studio album, all the way from 1976 to 2010. You'll be able to see a playlist if you go to my channel. This album is right up there. If you know the scores I've given the previous albums, you'll know what this score means. It means that I have given T-Wave by Masayoshi Takanaka the highest rating I've given any of his albums yet. Let's hear it for T-Wave, because I'm giving it the absolutely incredible score of 9 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know how it goes. I appreciate all of your time. I appreciate your love for Takanaka, your love for music, trying to build a community here. Stay legendary, stay awesome. I will see you guys next time. Peace.